If you can dominate on Instagram this year, no matter what niche or industry you are in, you have the ability to control your revenue, almost like turning a faucet on and off. And in this video, I'm going to talk to you about the best strategies for your social media marketing for Instagram. A lot of businesses make the mistake of prioritizing their followers. They want that vanity metrics to see that they have thousands of followers, lots of people that are following them on Instagram. But if none of them are actually paying you, does it actually make a difference? A lot of businesses would waste time in the follow-unfollow game, but it doesn't make an impact on your bottom line. What you need is to have an audience that knows, likes, and trusts you, that's raving about you, that can't wait to consume your content, that likes and comments on everything, is basically begging you to put out new products and services so that they can utilize your expertise. That was one of the biggest shifts in my business, was when I stopped putting out content for the sake of content and put out content that actually made people take notice, turned their heads, got them to know who I really am, not just who I am as the face of my business, because what I do is just a part of me. But they can resonate with me and choose to work with me because they like my message more than they like the social proof that we have. Although that's great too, and I'm not saying not to post that. That is very important. Now, what I want you to recognize is that more importantly than having those comments and having great content is actually being able to convert them. Now, how do you do that? I'm going to share with you exactly how. One of the most important things for me in my business was being so active on Instagram stories. Because yes, I'll post content that shows up in the timeline, I'll do some Instagram lives, but the Instagram stories are how people got to know me and see my day-to-day and actually really love following it, to the point where if I don't post, people are wondering where I am, which is a pretty cool thing to if your audience wants to follow you that closely. Over time, I started to give away a lot of free content. Now that might sound counterintuitive. People would be like, well, why would I give things away for free? I want them to give me their money. But that's part of the know, like, trust factor. People, the more they know, like, and trust you, are more willing to hand over their credit cards, are more willing to give you a testimonial. They're way more willing to work with you. There's nothing wrong with straight up advertising your products or services, or if you're an e-commerce store, giving them the link for where they can buy that. And I get suckered into those all the time. I see lots of really cool clothes and shoes on Instagram and products there. But the other great thing that you can do is give away a lot of value for free, get them onto your email list, continue to nurture the relationship beyond Instagram. Now, so one of the things that I'll do is on my Instagram stories, because I have over 10,000 followers, at the time I'm filming this, you can't do that swipe up feature unless you have over 10,000. But what I'll do is I'll talk about something, I'll share a story, and then I'll say swipe up if you want to get my free something. Or if you don't have the ability to have the swipe up, you can say, click the link in my bio. One of the things that I had in my Instagram bio for the longest time was a link to a free webinar called How to Create 60 Days of Social Media and Video Content in Only 8 Hours. And if you're interested, I'll link that below too, because it's pretty great. It's a 45-minute, absolutely free masterclass on how I structure video in my business. So I would link that and I would talk about it in my Instagram stories, and in the bio said, click the link below to watch this free masterclass. And from there, they're on my email list. There's a small, easy pitch at the end of the webinar for a very low cost offer. And then that way you get them in at a low cost offer. They get to know and like you, trust you, and even more, that then when you have the big product or service, maybe it's $1,000 or more, they've already spent the time with you to know that they can trust you. But how do you do this? How do you create a webinar? How do you create opt-in pages? How do you create those freebies? Well, the best thing that changed my business more than anything was using a software called ClickFunnels. So ClickFunnels has helped me to create all those freebies, have the links for the opt-in pages, and then connect that with my email marketing platform. I personally use ActiveCampaign. You can still also use MailChimp, or even ClickFunnels has an email marketing provider involved in that software itself. That one software can kill out a lot of other softwares you're using. And if you'd like, I have a free 14-day free trial that you can use in the link below. So ClickFunnels was the biggest game changer for my business, that I could create the opt-in pages, webinars, sales pages that had upsells, downsells, one-time offers, tripwires. That is what you need to use in conjunction with your Instagram strategy. And if you're someone that wants to strengthen your Instagram game, you need to get my Instagram templates and hacks for your Instagram stories. You can click the link below to get that. Thanks so much for watching. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up, comment below, and of course subscribe for more weekly videos.